Merry Christmas. Whether you are celebrating surrounded by loved ones, creating new traditions, and or reflecting on the season, and maybe spending this Christmas on your own, like me. I hope this message brings you a little extra joy to your day. This year, I'm spending Christmas in Vietnam. I'm in a magical place called Ninh Binh, and I ended up celebrating and spending my Christmas the week here. And that included things like a magical boat ride through Trang An, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, visiting Bích Dong Pagoda, walking through the town of Tam Coc and enjoying the boats, enjoying simply the atmosphere, the lights, enjoying sea salt coffee, just a couple of highlights. And while I absolutely enjoyed it and had a lot of gratitude and connected with friends and family via technology, it also helped me reflect on perhaps how I want to spend Christmas differently next year in sunshine, in community, and different things as well. And it actually rained the whole first month that I was in Vietnam in Da Nang. While I had checked the weather beforehand and it looked like it could rain quite a bit, I didn't expect so much. At the same time, I shifted my perspective, which I'm going to talk about in the next episode. And it's such a gift to experience the beauty of different cultures and places. And I remind myself all the time that I'm walking in things I once envisioned. I'm walking in prayers answered. I'm walking in manifestations. While I miss my family, my heart is full of gratitude for the memories we've created. And while I desire a partner, desire family, I'm also in gratitude for the season that I'm in exponentially. So I hope that you are too. I hope that you look for things to celebrate as well as reflect on what you've experienced, what you've overcome, how to turn pain to purpose. And I know this season isn't easy for many, many reasons for many people all around the world. And last year I was with my family in Bulgaria, where they've now lived for 5+ years and returned after immigrating years ago to the US. My dad is Bulgarian, my mom is Polish, so I'm half and half, and I was born in Poland. We spent the holidays together last year for the first time in a while, and it was so special. At the same time, I felt so cold. I did not like the rain. I was surprised that Varna was a lot chillier than I imagined. And it's okay. What I've learned more and more is giving myself the freedom and the permission that it's okay to be both and, to be both grateful and in struggle. And it's part of this incredible human experience that we get to have. And it's not always, sunshine and roses. Sometimes it's just perfect, or it feels perfect. Like when I was going down the boat ride, or when I was on the boat ride, the Trang An complex, and going down the river, it felt so magical, so serene, so peaceful that like everything was in sync. And that's not always the case. And so one of my most memorable Christmases was years ago when we all decided to head to New Orleans from Houston. If you didn't know, I actually grew up in Houston, Texas, and including my brother and his now wife, including Alex and Andrea. My mom had scored an amazing deal at the Ritz-Carlton, and we all stayed in a suite. It was my first time at the Ritz, and let me tell you, the hype is real. It was cold for this Houston girl, and I remember bundling up as we walked to the St. Louis or St. Louis Cathedral, depending on how is the correct way to pronounce it. We sat in the front row, surrounded by the warmth from the heat, the candles, and the singing. The next thing I knew, my mom was nudging me awake. We had both completely dozed off and were knocked out. Some of you may think that's embarrassing, maybe, but I felt safe, sound, and cared for. And isn't that what we all long for, no matter what we believe, this Christmas, this holiday season, as the year is wrapping up, walking into 2025? For me, Christmas and the holiday season is about much more than gifts or traditions. It's about faith, it's about relationship, it's about experiences. It's about experiencing the fruits of the Spirit. And I'm reminded of Galatians 5:22. love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And the world could use more of all of these, don't you think? Whether you believe in God, the creator, or something else, I believe we may all agree on this truth as humans having, this experience on Earth, on this planet Earth. This Christmas and this holiday season, I pray you feel the same warmth, the same love, the same care that I felt in that church years ago. I've poured my heart into creating resources like the Warrior Woman of Faith and my Bible studies, born out of my own journey of transformation, of purpose, of pain, of persistence. And I hope they inspire and influence you to draw closer to love and light in your own way. So wishing you and yours a Christmas filled with faith, family, friends, and freedom and joy, or a beautiful time of year, or a beautiful time of reflection, no matter what you believe or how you spend and celebrate this time of year. Sharing light and love from me, Katrina Julia.